Terraria is one of the best games of all time. Just the base game offers thousands of hours of playability with the mass amount of weapons, classes, bosses, collectibles, and building options. One of the things that Terraria also does super well is their compatibility with modding. The Terraria modding scene is one of the best modding communities in all of gaming, if not the best. The most famous of these mods is the mod Calamity. Calamity is a mod that adds dozens of new bosses, multiple new biomes, thousands of new items, and hundreds of hours of new content to explore. It also adds my personal favorite thing, over 40 new created music pieces. Just listen to this banger. Terraria Calamity is not just regarded as a massive content update, but it is also regarded as a very challenging run, with many of the bosses taking hours of practice and attempts to beat. So what if I played Vanilla Calamity on the hardest difficulty that Vanilla Terraria offers, Master Mode? Master Mode is already insanely difficult in Vanilla Terraria, but in Calamity it's even worse. I will also be doing this one with my brother Cole, but Terraria counts for this, so if there are more than 2 players, then bosses will actually have more health to compensate for this. So, can 2 morons beat Calamity Master Mode? Starting into the world, the first thing I noticed is the fact that Calamity gives you a little starter bag to get you going. What's this starter bag? Oh, what the? After opening up my starter bag and finding some useful beginner gear, I started to build up some NPC housing using the surrounding forest. As I started to head over to the caverns, my brother joined in, and we officially started our journey.
Oh yeah, Punkvader has joined.
We both decided that we would split up in the beginning and see what we could find on the left and right sides of the world. I began by finding the jungle right next to our spawn and gathering up some climbing claws and a life crystal before getting put into a glass coffin by a stinger. Oh, my bad. My brother would run to the other side, finding a boomerang and a magic mirror, where I would then join up with him to help in the caves.
Have you looted this chest yet?
Damn it, why are you here today? I wanted that chest.
Yeah. Yes.
What did you get?
Nothing.
I would quickly start stealing his loot and find a cloud and a bottle, which is a very good early movement accessory that allows double jumping. We then found a mace, and my brother died to a slime.
You even die?
Huh? Oh shit.
And I magic made before I would also have the same fate. After all of that, we expanded the base, listened to some tunes. I started work on a elevator to the underworld. Right underneath our base, we would find a mushroom biome, where we'd proceed to spend the next 15 minutes dying over and over.
These jellyfish are impossible to... Oh, I'm not. I just got pushed. Dude,
After finding some connecting caverns and mining up some basic ores, I would upgrade to a tungsten set of armor and a tungsten bow. With my new set of armor, I'd be able to go further into the caves and gather up more ore and life crystals to boost our life and upgrade from tungsten to platinum. After we both slightly upgraded our gear, we would attempt to get to the dungeon, but a slime raid would begin. Before fighting the king slime, we would attempt to find a water bolt in the dungeon and return home. But we would return home a little earlier than expected.
Oh shit.
Pull? After that, we would fight our first boss. And we would obviously destroy the first boss of the game. Right?
Never mind. We didn't need an arena for this. Watch us die to King Slime.
I'm gonna say, we're pro Terraria players, we're not gonna die to King Slime. Then it's just gonna cut to us getting mauled by him.
Oh my god.
Pull? I'm like... I'm dead.
It's literally impossible to...
It's unlocked.
Holy shit, this is so bad.
I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. He's too fast, I can't.
His gem sold me!
After getting mauled by both the Dungeon Guardian and the King Slime, we both went back to grinding away to become more powerful, with the new knowledge that we were not equipped to handle bosses at this current stage. To level up my gear, I would find a few things along the way to help. I would craft the Spark Spreader as a pretty good Calamity range weapon that shot fire, and also a giant shell that would give me a massive 6 extra defense to help with my survivability. After coming back from another caving trip, I would then add more storage to our magic storage. The magic storage is a mod outside of Calamity that just adds a more convenient item storage area that organizes everything for you. After upgrading the storage area, I would then craft a new Calamity axe and chop down the forest around me and continue to expand our town. I would then return back to the mines where I'd find a strange futuristic bunker. I would decide not to go into it as the turrets that tracked me through walls were scaring me. Once returning to the surface, I would learn that you can craft life crystals in Calamity, and I would max out my life.
Wait. You can craft heart crystals.
With what?
Rubies, healing potions, and stone. I just crafted them.
I then saw the notification that there was an evil presence watching me. So you know what that means? Time to beat up the Eye of Cthulhu. Nope. It shoots projectiles now. It killed us all.
It's shooting things. That's weird. It has projectiles now.
Oh. Yeah, I died. Yeah, get this on. Whatever this vengeance mode crap is, let's turn it back to regular master mode. Master mode's already hard, Cole.
Nah, trust. We can kill him.
Cole, he's not even half health.
Trust.
I'm dead. I'm too slow. I need Hermes boots or something, dude.
After again getting destroyed by one of the first bosses of the game, I would go back into the caves to get more loot. While I was down there, I'd also attempt to enter the base where I would find it wasn't that bad, and I also get a ton of loot that I had no clue what to do with. Returning back to the surface, I would just gifted a Star Fury, and my brother used a gravitation potion to loot Sky Islands. We would also learn of a new thing in Calamity, planetoids. These planetoids were spherical islands in space that would have loot and ore inside of them. After getting some better weapons, we decided we were powerful enough to go to the corruption and get some loot from shadow orbs. Once destroying some and running out of bombs, we would return back and be introduced to a goblin invasion. This goblin invasion is super easy, and after destroying them, we would log off for the day. On day 2 is much of the same. I would go exploring in the caves hoping to find better loot, and I would stumble upon the Goblin Tinkerer and buy some rocket boots and a Tinker's Workshop from him. I would then upgrade my current boots to Spectre boots. This would provide a massive movement upgrade and potentially allow us to beat the Eye of Cthulhu. Before attempting this though, I would continue to explore and find a Shoomerang in a chest, which is a pretty powerful boomerang in the early game. We would then finally attempt to beat the first boss. Way easier with No, it's from the mod. After finally beating a boss, we would then get access to Demonite Ore and the Shield of Cthulhu. The Shield of Cthulhu is extremely helpful as it finally gives us access to the dash, which will greatly help in boss fights. Using the Demonite I was given, I would then upgrade my bow to a Demon Bow in hopes to take out the next boss, the Eater of Worlds. Defeating the Eater of Worlds is necessary as it drops Shadow Scales, which will allow us to create the next set of armor, Shadow Scale Armor. On our first attempt of the Eater of Worlds, we would despawn after we couldn't run back to the corruption in time after dying. We would then take him on a second time and finally beat him, which granted us access to Shadow Scale Armor. Before doing that though, out of curiosity, we would destroy a random hive tumor we found on the ground and summon a boss that we were not equipped to handle. I would die immediately, and at the base I would start crafting more bars, where my brother would run home with the hive mind on him and make us fight him at our base. We were not doing super bad though, as we would balance our respawn timers out between the both of us, but in the middle of the fight, a goblin invasion invaded again. So on top of us fighting a boss that we were not ready for, we'd also have to deal with goblins. Somehow though, while fighting an event and a boss, we'd manage to beat the hive mind and get some new gear. What are these little rot dogs?
A goblin army? Are you
Dude, we're in the middle of something, goblins.
After clearing up the last of the goblin invasion as well, I would go to craft up some new gear. I would then heavily level up my armor and also craft a shade thrower, which proved to be a very powerful weapon in this stage of the game. With our new weapons, we would then proceed to head to the desert and take on the Desert Scourge. And with our new weapons, we would easily take care of it. After the Desert Scourge, we would finally head to the other side of the world, where we would visit the Sulphurous Sea. After jumping into the water, being poisoned, getting attacked by the acid rain enemies, and almost drowning, I was forced to teleport home. Before finishing up this day though, I would go down to Hell with an Iron Skin potion and mine up Hellstone in order to make Hellstone armor to get my final armor set I needed. I have some bad news. I lost all of the footage I had for this session. My OBS would randomly stop recording after 5 minutes and I lost everything. But my brother was recording, so everything will be from his POV right now. So enjoy some Summoner gameplay. Continuing the recent theme of boss rushes, we run over to the dungeon and attempt to take on Skeletron. Skeletron proved to be a little too much to handle, and it did not help that my brother lost his wormhole potions and could not teleport to me, so we lost that fight pretty quick.
I'm almost dead. Almost dead.
Knowing that we are back to being weak, we would head over to the jungle in the hopes that by upgrading the summoner gear we could stand a better chance. On the way, we would take out the giant clam to finish off the goal of defeating all of the Calamity bosses. In the jungle, we would find a massive room that Calamity entered the game. Here we would also find a massive plant and attempt to break it, but our pickaxe were not powerful enough to destroy it. Nearby though, we would find a beehive and use this big room as our arena for the bee. After my brother died of fall damage, he would then spend all of his time sitting at the base trying to find wormhole potions because once again he lost his wormhole potions. But after leaving me to fight alone for 20 minutes, he would finally return and you would not guess what he did. Yeah, that's right. He immediately flew into the sky and took fall damage again. After I finally died, I was able to clutch a wormhole potion back into the fight right as he died, because I knew how to keep them in my inventory unlike a certain someone.
1 second.
Oh my
just got
god!
And then once again, he'd spend time selling stuff and buying a wormhole potion because he only bought one potion last time, and because of that I died and we would have to fight him again. Wait a minute. Or do we have to fight him again?
On my screen, it shows that Queen Bee is coming towards me at like Mach 10.
That may or may not be a problem.
It's still coming. It's not despawning.
I'm seeing it too.
And then somehow, we were able to defeat him while he was enraged back at our base. Not even close at all.
He's going crazy on me.
He's almost dead. He's almost dead.
But somehow this is working.
But why did that help us like out like a lot?
I think you said.
After that, we'd upgrade to the bee armor to summon more minions and do more damage. We then went back to Skeletron and once again got absolutely rolled.
5.
What
No.
the fuck?
We were then forced to turn the game back into normal mode and not revengeance, as we are terrible at the game and we were finally able to beat him. And though you might be annoyed at that, I don't really care. And hey, if this video gets enough traction, I'll do Calamity Death Mode to prove the haters wrong.
I'm already at 5.
We even turned it off.
5.
Bees and a flamethrower are actually messing it up.
Maybe the flamethrower would be better.
Oh, just transfer. Okay, finally.
We would then run through the dungeon trying to loot everything and get a shadow key, and I would equip a cobalt shield and get a Muramasa to make a knight's edge. We would then run through with our new loot to the underworld and get some shadow chests to fully gear up and get ready. With our new loot, we would take on the final boss before the Wall of Flesh, that being the Slime God. Our first attempt went very strangely, as they disappeared, but one person could see them, and I was taking no damage and couldn't see them.
I'm fighting him.
Do you see me just standing here?
Yeah, you're not taking damage. I'm fighting it.
But after that glitch, we fought them again, and this run went much better.
Probably. I think it is doing better. Could let it be better.
You gotta help, you gotta help. Oh my hell, what the hell?
After killing him, we would take on the final boss of them all, the Wall of Flesh. I mean, the King Slime. We needed to get our revenge on the King Slime, and with our new gear, we finally pummeled the slime with ease. After that, we defeated another boss we skipped, Crabulon. And just listen to this other banger they had. And after all that, we defeated all of the bosses in pre-hard mode besides the Wall of Flesh. Sorry, dear Clops. And after that, we started to start our underworld bridge in order to fight the Wall of Flesh. And after that, we started to start our world... Ooh. And after that, we started to start our underworld bridge in order to fight the Wall of Flesh. Jeez, that's a tongue twister. Alright, I'm back. This recording did not die on me this time, and I got all of my footage now. The last thing we did to finish up pre-hard mode was start up finishing our runway for our fight. Because the Wall of Flesh has so much health and traveling in one straight line the entire time, you need to have a massive runway to take him on. While building the path in the underworld, we discovered a new biome in the underworld, the Brimstone biome. The Brimstone biome is a new biome added in Calamity, and it's super cool and looks all nice and everything, but it's not very useful as of right now. Once completing our runway, we would finally look to take on the Wall of Flesh. We would get him down to 3,000 health before I got blasted by his laser and we died. We would then fight him one more time and we died once more, this time at 7,000 health. After extending the runway even more, we would take him on one last time to send the game into hard mode. Thanks so much for watching if you made it this far. If you would consider liking and subscribing, and if you're a viewer who's subbed for the Fallout or Skyrim videos, do not worry, those are returning and I have a playthrough I am in right now. And if you do want to see me do a run of Calamity Death Mode or even Inferium maybe, make sure to like this video and subscribe. There will be 2 more parts to this covering our journey through hard mode, and the last one covering post Moon Lord, so look out for those. Thanks for watching.